Hi Scorpio, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is your January 2020 reading for career and singles. So I will first start with career and then we'll move on to singles. I'll leave timestamps down in the comment section or in the description box for that. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tarot layout for your career. But I just want to start with the usual disclaimer. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. You will know halfway through the reading at least whether this actually is something you could relate to or not. Okay, so yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers, and if you are finding my channel for the first time, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the reading and consider subscribing. And to all those who are returning, welcome back and thank you for your continued support. Okay, so wow, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Cups. This to me is okay, lots of messages. I feel like you're working with the law of attraction and you've raised your vibration so that you can actually attract the right opportunity to you. This could be a promotion, this could be a new job, it could be like leveling up or moving up the hierarchy in case of your existing work scenario. Okay, this could be meeting more people who are seeking your services, seeking your guidance, or being in a good space. Okay, that is what I'm also feeling, and feeling content with where you are. If that doesn't relate to you, this is probably what is coming towards you. Okay, if you're looking for especially some kind of a creative opportunity, I feel like it's coming to you. All right. So what are you seeking? The Nine of Wands. What are you seeking? Okay. I feel like you're seeking rest. You're a bit too worn out with what you're currently doing. You're seeking a replenishment. You're seeking being in this energy. Feeling refreshed, feeling up to it, feeling optimism, feeling energized. Okay. All right. Next, what are you? I feel like I need like a clarifier for that. Okay. So this is a 9 and this is a 10. I feel like you're seeking some kind of progression because, and I'm also hearing you're seeking support, okay? Because it feels like you've been doing a lot by yourself and there's been a lot of responsibilities on you. And you're seeking like a distribution of responsibilities and also more wealth. Okay, you're seeking something that is stable, that helps you plan and invest for the future, perhaps even buy a new home, things like that. Okay, let's see, what are the challenges? The Hermit and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like if you're in a corporate setup, you're a bit afraid to speak up. You're afraid to um, voice your concerns, voice what you think, voice what you want, or even. It's almost like you're carrying on with a situation because you feel like you have no other choice, and also perhaps that you feel that you're alone in this situation and there's no help at hand. So that is what I'm feeling. So the challenge here is for you to be clear, to be concise, to be upfront, whereas you are sort of withdrawing. And what I'm also hearing is you're not paying attention to your own needs, I feel, with respect to this career or your finances, okay? Yeah, the two nines here, and nines to me have a lot to do with individuality and even isolation to some extent, okay? So I feel like you're feeling isolated, you're either feeling like you're not heard, that you don't have a support system, and that you're not seen, you're not paid attention to, and that in its own way sort of keeps you from speaking your mind and communicating very clearly about your needs, about your desires, about what you want. Okay. All right. What? How are you overcoming these challenges? Okay, that's nice. You're working really hard, okay, at whatever it is that you're trying to bring to fruition. You're working really hard. I'm sorry, you can't see the cards. There. So we have the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. So, like I said, you're working really hard. You're being, if this is not what you're doing currently to overcome this challenge, this is what is advised, okay, how you can overcome this challenge. Because I feel like the challenge is more sort of limited to you and your ability to, or inability in a way, to clearly communicate what it is that you want. But how you can overcome this is, and how you are, I feel, overcoming this is by continuing to put in dedication, hard work, and mastering your skills. Letting your skills speak for you is what I'm hearing, okay? Letting your work speak for you. So I feel like you're as far as your skills, your abilities is concerned, you're very, very proud of what you're capable of. You're a highly creative person, someone who's not shy of putting in the work, okay? That is very evident here. It could also be because you actually really enjoy what you're doing. That's why you're putting in all this work, you're toiling, you're giving it your best, and you're not afraid to use your creative skills, your abilities, and to really nurture the work that you're currently doing, okay? It could also be that you're working on something on the side, something that is more creative, something that you actually enjoy doing all the more, and that is where your focus and attention is at the moment, because you're trying to maybe upgrade your skills and use your creativity in that area of work more, because it is something that you really enjoy doing, I feel. Okay, let's see, what are the opportunities coming your way? So we have the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Let me get a clarifier for this. Why do we have the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands here? The World, okay. This could have something to do with maybe working online, okay, on the internet. And now we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there is this might not seem like an opportunity, but it is about you facing your fears and letting go of resistance, okay? And that I feel is going to bring in more opportunities your way. But I'm feeling this internal resistance to change, to anything that is new. Even perhaps if this is not working out, moving on to something that you are seeking, that is making you happy, okay, that you feel creatively inspired to do. Something that you really enjoy doing. But it is a scary situation to take that first step. The World is followed by the Fool, but for the Fool to picture here, the existing cycle and chapter needs to be closed, and I feel like there's resistance as far as that is concerned. Let's see, are there any, for specifically for those who are looking for a new job, are there any opportunities for new job for Scorpio? Okay. Too many cards. Get the King of Wands. The Two of Swords. So yeah, I feel like again there's this resistance, okay, to making a choice, to moving forward, to starting something new. Even though I feel that that could be really good for you, and it's also something that you are perhaps already doing. You know, you may have started like a side business or developing on something that started out as a hobby, but now you are, look at this, the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. This could be two individuals who may be playing an important role in your career, and you're a bit undecided between the two. But for most of you, I feel that this is an entrepreneurship energy, and I see the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands as independent entrepreneurs, people who most likely have their own jobs, own setups, okay? But again, I feel like you're being asked to listen to your instincts, your intuition, to make a choice, to make a decision, whether you want to continue on this path or maybe look for something new. It is quite possible that you're not actually actively looking for a new opportunity, which is why it's not showing up here. I'm also hearing decide on what you want first of all, okay? Decide on if this is something that you enjoy doing, then great. If it's not, then decide on what you really enjoy doing and whether you want to actually move into that line of work or not. Let's see, what's the near future? Near future career, Scorpio. January. Okay, we have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That wanted to come out in the reverse, I don't know why. And the Ten of Wands here, which came out like that. Okay. There's something about I feel like you're not in a great space as far as, I know we started off with the Ace of Cups, which is being in a good space, okay, and we get the Queen of Cups. But again, with the amount of cups showing up here, I feel like yeah, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. You're sort of at the end of the road as far as this particular line of work is concerned, this job is concerned, I feel, because somewhere it's not making you feel happy and refreshed, and it's not in alignment with what your heart wants, is what I'm feeling, okay? If this is an entirely new opportunity that is coming your way, then I feel that you may be quite indecisive about this opportunity, because I'm feeling an internal resistance towards change from you, okay? And that could be why you find yourself unable to make this choice, make this decision. It could be something that you feel is not in alignment with who you are, with what you want, with what you enjoy doing. B, there's something else that you feel is more exciting, but it's not here yet, and you want to wait it out for that. Or there's this element of you not feeling secure with this new opportunity. It might involve a significant amount of risk, which is perhaps why you're holding yourself back, even though you feel like emotionally sort of drawn to this opportunity. It is something that sense of stability and security is something that you don't want to let go of, okay? For those of you who are already doing like a business of some sorts, there's some sort of information that you are waiting for, and until that is here, you will not be able to make the choice, the decision that you are trying to make. And it's quite possible that this current period of opportunity passes you by, and if you don't make any decision within that period of time, and you might actually regret that, okay? Because I feel like there's some resistance from you, resistance to change. Let's see, what about What is the advice for Scorpio? Ooh. So we have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Now you might think, how can this be the advice? But what I am hearing is that it is first of all time to face your fears. Okay, I know that sounds easier said than done, but first of all, whatever this resistance is, I feel like whoever is, if this is an external person or party or company that is creating obstacles in your way, there's a need for you to stand up for yourself, okay, and not give up. That is the biggest advice that I'm getting for you. Also, there's a need for you to expand on your current thought processes, okay, and to open up your mind, I feel, beyond what has happened, to take the lessons that you've learned from your recent past, carry forward only the wisdom and the lessons, and know when to cut your losses and move on. Even though you feel like this has been a difficult experience for you, or that it's left you feeling like a bit impoverished or deprived, it is important for you to know when to walk away from this situation. And because there is some hostility, I feel there's some resistance, even particularly from people in your environment who I feel are not supportive of you. They may be dumping a lot of their work or responsibilities on you, and how you have what you've done as a reaction to that is you've gone into your shell, you've isolated yourself, and you've decided to just not speak and communicate about how you feel, okay? Let's get some oracle cards. What is the advice for Scorpio? We have an important eclipse in January, in a couple of days actually, around the 10th or 11th, depending on where you live. Passion, yeah, follow your passion. That is what this Ace of Cups is also about. Being passionate, being driven, following your heart. Any other messages for Scorpio? Career, January 2020. Somehow I knew that card would come out. Treasure Island and Thinker. And at the bottom of the deck we have Yang. It seems like a risk, but I feel like if you actually manage to follow your heart instead of thinking too much or becoming an overthinker in a way, it would actually lead you to this treasure, okay? Even though it doesn't currently feel that way, I feel that there is something really good at the other end waiting for you. And the key message here is for you to follow your passion, follow your treasure, what you actually consider to be treasure, what you consider to be valuable to you, and take action in that direction. It does involve some risk, it does involve some resistance, not just internally, I feel also externally. You have 3 5s here. There's definitely something that needs to change. Okay, I'm not saying that it's going to change, but it definitely needs to change is what I'm feeling. Victory, okay. And Goddess of the Moon. This reminds me of moon cycles. Again, reminding you of the eclipse, which is a lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th or the 11th of this month. Watch out for that. I feel like there's more clarity coming in for you during that time. Some hidden information that you didn't perhaps have all this time would be available to you. And we have man holding a coin at the bottom of the deck. So that could be someone instrumental who brings you this information or who leads you and guides you in some way, okay? You've got Victory and Treasure Island. But again, there's this need for you to follow your intuition, to follow your passion, to follow what your heart is suggesting. Because I feel like you need to take a plunge as far as this opportunity is concerned. It's available, but it's risky is what I'm getting, okay? Alright, so I'll leave that here. That was your reading. I hope this was useful in some way. And I wish you all the very best as far as your career is concerned. If you'd like to listen to the singles reading, please continue. I'll see you in another video if I'm leaving you here. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. Hi, so this is your singles reading, Scorpio. Let's see. I don't know why I feel like you're tight-lipped about something. There's something you don't want to share. I'm also hearing precious. Something precious you don't want to share. Interesting. So that's the overall energy. Let's see. Wow, these are some powerful cards. Scorpio readings are usually quite intense. Wait, I'll get another card. Okay. Now we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like for the Scorpio that I'm reading, you may have sort of recently become single or wrapped up some kind of a committed relationship because it was not going well. It was bringing you a lot of pain and grief and agony, and some changes took place, and you decided that perhaps it is time to let this go. In your current situation, you are at a crossroads, but you're moving on to something that is much better, okay? You're moving on from that experience into a more harmonious experience, and I feel like there's still a part of you that is kind of hanging on to what has happened in the past, because you're undergoing a deep inner transformation, okay, and you're sort of recuperating, getting back to a place of good health, emotional, physical, mental health, and feeling refreshed, feeling healthy again, and also getting your mojo back is what I'm hearing, okay? So there's a lot that is happening at a subconscious level and at a soul level. This is your card, the death card. It's never easy, this transformation, but I feel like that is what is forcing you to actually move on from this past situation. It's almost like there is still a part of you that is looking at what has happened, and the other part of you is almost walked away, has left the room. Okay. Onwards and upwards, that is the other part of you. So you're in between two worlds, I feel. You're in transition. Okay. And we have the Page of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like that is the part of you that is out there seeking. What you're seeking is a balanced relationship where there's equal give and take, where you don't have to ask for what is owed to you in a way, or what you put in is also reciprocated with what you get, okay? So you don't have to fight for your rights, is what I'm hearing. Fight for what is rightfully yours. So you're the externally, when it comes to how you appear in the world, you are curious, I feel, for what's out there. That's also that part of exploring. The explorer is the Two of Wands, the person who is prospecting. What else is out there for me? What else can I grab a hold of? What is good for me? What are my options? But what's coming in the near future is the Page of Cups and Temperance, which I feel is quite apt, because there is still a part of you that needs healing, that needs overcoming this grief and coming to terms with what has happened, and that's going to help you feel like yourself again, like you're ready for something that is romantic, something that is just feeling like yourself again, okay? Getting that childlike innocence and curiosity back. That is what is going to help you be in the perfect space for a new relationship. Because unless you feel pepped up yourself and ready and, in terms of feeling enthusiastic and curious again, you will not be able to attract what you want. So that is the state that you're going to move into, I feel. And it's almost like you're undergoing like this rebirth, okay? You have death and judgment here. There are some important lessons that this previous relationship or situation has taught you. That is perhaps what you are tight-lipped about, okay? At the moment, I feel that you're still regaining your energy back. You're focusing on your personal needs, on your mental, physical, emotional health, and focusing on your own feelings and coming to terms with emotions that are perhaps up and down and a bit choppy at the moment. So when you come to that place of healing and recuperating, you will find yourself ready to go out and start maybe dating again, okay? So most likely it's not going to happen in January. This could actually be somebody who is starting off, maybe showing interest to you. Could be someone online, could be somebody who is waiting for you on the other side with like a casual hi or interest and wanting to go out with you, get to know you better. This is to me like the initial very nascent stages of any relationship, but I'm not seeing a relationship right off the bat in the near future, or maybe towards the end of January. Since this is for January, I feel that you're going to focus on your own well-being and coming back to a place of healed and healthy state of mind, and then you'll be ready to maybe go out and date somebody. But that is in the near future, when you regain this emotional stability again, when you're able to master your emotions and feel healed, and then you can share this love or this cup with somebody else, is what I feel. Okay. Yeah. So there's some up and down energy at the moment, but in the near future you could actually meet with somebody who is looking like a good prospect, okay? So watch out for that. That's likely to happen perhaps in February. But at the moment, I feel like your focus is on yourself, on your own healing and getting back on your feet again. Let's pull some oracle cards. Single Scorpio, January. Why? Okay. I feel like that's the question you're asking yourself. Why did I go through that? Why did I let that happen? Why am I in this situation? Yeah, this is what I was talking about, between worlds. You're in transition, and there are a lot of questions that are coming up from deep within your soul at the moment, which are actually helping, okay? They are healing. Because if we learn the lessons that we are required to from a particular difficult relationship, we can then be sure that we don't repeat those mistakes again, or we can work at not repeating that entire cycle again in our life, okay? So these questions are important, and these experiences are also important. So I feel like there's some major review happening in this month, where you're coming to terms with what has happened, with your grief, with your with this difficult experience that you've been through, and taking back the lessons from it so that you don't face a similar situation in the future. And we have breeze at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like that's the advice for you, to cut yourself some slack and not be hard on yourself in any way, and to take it easy. Okay, alright, so that was your reading. I hope this was useful. Do comment, share and subscribe if you enjoy the reading, and I'll see you in another video. God bless and all the very best. Take care. Bye bye.